All right, we're looking at Sunday's Cup race, the Big Machine Hand Sanitizer 400. I have the riser ratings dialed up for this weekend. I cannot wait. Last week we had three $12,500 winners. We had three of our Riser Fall members split for first place on DraftKings. Sick. Let's hope we can repeat and back-to-back titles, right? All right, down below in the description section, sample sheets, free stuff, always, because that's the way I like to roll, and I'm the boss, and I can do this. I can give away whatever I want whenever I want. I love being the boss of this stuff, man. I just give it away. Just give it away. Just give it away. Give value and help the community out because you guys have been so supportive over me for the last few years. So thank you very much. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Those are both very, very supportive things you can do for me without ever giving me a penny. So do that. I'll keep pushing free stuff your way as well. Now let's take a look today. This is the first time I actually opened up the sheet. I spent the entire morning with the kiddos. And I was like, wifey, I have to go do a video. My peoples, they're waiting on me. They need it. So here we are. We're going to look at it. I'm looking at it for the first time. Have no clue the starting positions or anything. I've highlighted the riser ratings. This is the first time we're letting this go public. We've had people using it, and we had them use them last week, and that's when we ended up having three members win $12,500. And guess what? Your man Mitch took down the Donut Cup on DraftKings. That's right. I won the Donut Cup using the riser ratings, and I actually made groups with it, and I let it rip on Fancy Cruncher, and bang, won some money. Let's hope for a repeat. So I'm highlighting the riser rating so you can kind of see. It's an algorithmic weighting that myself and the Wizards put into this, where we've rated certain categories to kind of pump out this overall value of each driver. It's how good of a play is this person this week. And you can see them now. You can use them by all means, and every single level gets it. You could be a $9.99 riser, a $19.99 legend, or a $29.99 psychopath, and you get them all. And I'm going to show you real quick on the right side here the big screen where it shows exactly what we have. That's also down below in the links because I need you all to know exactly what you're getting when you pay for it. It's a huge sheet, shows everything we have. So what I'm going to do today is quickly look at the riser ratings. And I told people I think the way to use this week is to kind of just see what the algo is showing it. And what I really like about the algo right now is it's kind of showing a lot of these guys that I think I would be on immediately. I'm looking at number of fastest laps, number of laps led, and I'm looking at their track history. And if you ever want to look at their recent form, you go all the way over to the right here and it shows you, okay, in their last 15 races, we see that Kevin Harvick has 12 top 10s, 8 top 5, and 3 victories. Denny Hamlin right behind him in each category, basically with one more win. And, you know, you can see plus 400, plus 600 odds. These guys are very easy to identify as risers. These are confidence picks. The one thing I never really like is taking guys at the front when I'm trying to get those differential points. So I got guys like Clint Boyer and Eric Jones at 23rd, 22nd. I like that a lot. Riser ratings are up there. We see Boyer has a 5th place finish in 2 straight years. Eric Jones has had mixed bag here. That's pretty much Eric Jones in a nutshell this year as well. 6 top 10s, and anytime he makes top 10, he basically is a top 5 driver. And outside of that, he's had some tough races. A guy like Martin Truex Jr. maybe makes the MME player pool, but he's not a confidence pick. So you can make Martin Truex Jr. a MME target. But, last 3 races not done so hot there. He's been hot and cold as of late. Only 50% of his races are inside the top 10. So I'm keep going down the list here. All right, Logano, starting position 1. I mean, you have a chance for a lot of number laps led by Logano here, and he's had great success. I mean, we're talking 4 races, and where I'm seeing this, track history. So if you're new with using these, he's taken 2nd, 13th, 4th, 7th, and 2nd. Riser ratings is the 4th highest this week. A lot to like there. So Logano, he absolutely is going to be a confidence pick. And this is my initial run through, by the way. I have not done this yet, so I will tweak this as well. Kyle Busch, another one here, plus 500 odds. Amazing history here. Had tough race last time here, but 2 first-place finishes. Guy like this, absolutely. The number of fastest laps led, number of laps led, insane amount. What else do we have? Ryan Blaney, 11th and 7th. Starting 12th, not a confidence pick, but someone like that would be in my MME player pool. Absolutely. Keselowski, similar. He's got a little bit of differential upside at 9th if he can finish like top 3 or so. MME, not in the risers pick early, but he does have a 2nd and a 1st place in 2 of the last 3 years, so he potentially will end there. Kurt Busch, not on him. See, he's starting second. I think he gets passed up. He's going to lose position. So, it's a negative differential. And he's never finished higher in sixth. And he's starting in second, plus 2,800 odds. Maybe MME. But even then, it's just, you got to plant your flag somewhere in NASCAR, right? So someone like that potentially doesn't even make the player pool. Matt Kenseth, he's just not been driving very well. And, 11 races this season and only one in the top 10. I do like that he's starting 21st. I love his history, never finishing worse than 12th. The Riser Ratings has him as the 10th best driver, so I'll throw him in MME, but he's not someone I am outright targeting. William Byron, here's another top 10 potential upside type driver, has a history, of succeeding here, finished 4th last season, so we'll add him into MME. Jimmy Johnson starting too high for me. Don't like his odds at plus 2,800. Chase Elliott, this is an interesting one. I think this is one where he can be in the MME player pool, but he is not going to be, an outright riser confidence target. Chris Boucher, I think he's kind of really at his, I don't know, how much ceiling do you have at this point when he's starting 20th? I think, he has a great day and he finishes 12th, 13th, but I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for plays like this. Christopher Bell, I don't think he ended in the Riser Ratings the other week when he was starting 36th or 37th, and I can't remember where he finished. Might have been like top, I think it was top 6 or so. They left his price at 11.5K. They're doing it again. They're making it a tough choice, and I like that. So I think this week I'm not going to get too cute. He's going to be a riser confidence pick. He's not going to be a cash pick. He's not going to be in core, but he's certainly going to be in my lineup building groups. And pay attention, we have a couple new things that CG has been putting together. He has the building blocks, and he also does the tiered rankings. And I'm very curious to see what his algorithm has for the best potential building blocks. That's where, his algo pumps out half lineups, and he posts them so that you can see the best potential combos. So you would see like Christopher Bell with William Byron and Joey Logano, and that's the first half of the lineup. And then you'll use the riser picks and anybody extended past that with the MME player pool to fill out the rest of the lineup if you have to. Or you can start there, and then if there's any core drivers that are still left over, plug the core in next and then finish those final 2 spots using risers if you can. And if you cannot, then you use the MME player pool. But it's a very, very good way, especially for people who do single entry or hand build their lineups. You use those lineup building blocks, and they help you get started with half of a lineup that is suggested to you for what our algorithm is telling you is the best potential combinations to start a single entry build based on ownership, based on the projections, the ratings, everything involved. Okay, so give those a look this week. Those are for the psychopath tier, and that is listed in that photo I showed you a little bit earlier. It's down below in the description section along the free stuff. Cole Custer starting 30th. That's somebody I can get on board with. I like that price tag, man. 6.3K. Put him in the MME category. Bowman, nope, not at third here. Dillon, 16th. Kind of. That's a tough one. Might have to come back to that. 16th, what kind of upside? Maybe 5-6 position differential spots now. Tyler Radic, not a big fan of him starting 13th. Same thing, we're hoping for like a 6th or 7th place finish, which I think we're kind of looking at his ceiling needing to pay off his price tag. El Morello's been driving well, but he's starting 5th. I'm not a big fan of that. Okay, here's one. Ryan Newman. Top 11 in 4 out of the last 5 times here, and 8 in 3rd, and I think he'll be under-owned. It's really the price tag when I'm looking at 14th starting position at 5.9K. That's some value that I need so that I can go grab, Kevin Harvick starting 11th at plus 400 odds as our highest rated driver with our highest points per dollar. He not only is the highest projected balanced, he's the highest projected weighted balanced, DK weighted driver. So he is literally every single thing, and that clearly will make him core and cash viable options. So, I need to find value. How do I plug him in there? Well, a guy like Ryan Newman might be the path to being able to do that. Let's keep going. Di Benedetto, 8.3K, man, they are really moving him up there. Ty Dillon, 29th. I'm on board. I like that. I do like that. That's a guy who can finish 15th or so. Let's add him. Well, same with Michael McDowell. These guys are nice value options, and I like their starting position much more than I liked Ryan Newman, actually. Ryan Priest at 36th. Ooh, Ross Chastain made it. So these guys are MME player pools. Okay, so Dillon, McDowell, and Priest. Those three guys potentially, even Corey LaJoie here, those four guys, I should say, are potentially going to be risers, but maybe they're just going to be in the MME player pool. And now that I'm thinking about it a little more, I think I'm going to take them out of the risers. Let me look into some things about their cars and a little history here before I dive into that. A guy like Daniel Suarez always shows well, but man, his car just ain't doing it this year. Ricky Stenhouse, he's built for something like this. Has not done well, but I love whenever he's like 24th or higher. You know, he's starting 24th today on Sunday because, you know, he's so aggressive, and if he's having a good race, I mean, Stenhouse is always a threat to be a top 5 driver, and you can see that whenever he's running hot, he's been top 10 3 times, and all 3 times he finished in the top 5. So he's kind of like an all or nothing type target, right? If Stenhouse has a great day, he's going to be top 5. He's going to have a great finish, and that, starting position 24th at 7.2K. If he runs hot and is great on this track this weekend, he's going to win you a tournament. But if he doesn't, which he clearly hasn't, 80% of the time in those last 15 races, Stenhouse is not even going to be like a cash-worthy option. He's not going to return 5x value or nothing. So let's use Stenhouse with some type of exposure cap, and I'm starting to dabble in my MME video, which I will also put out for Fantasy Cruncher. And the Stenhouse exposure, I think we're going to cap it this week, where I do want exposure, and I might even make specific exposure settings on him so that I have, like 10 to 12% Stenhouse out of my 150 lineups. And if he goes nuclear, then, I've got a dozen lineups that have a chance to win. And otherwise, if he doesn't, I have 138 left still alive, and those 12 are dead. Going down the rest of this list, nobody really jumps off the page here as a value or anybody I really feel confident in targeting. So we've got a pretty tight player pool initial run through. Let me remind you, this is just the initials. This is the very first time I'm looking at it. I have done very little digging, just simply using the sheet to put together a player pool, and this is how I do it. This is how I show people that I suggest using it. So, you've got a tight little grouping of risers, 7 drivers. If we look at the MME player pool, we have I think we have 19, if I count that up quickly, 19 drivers out of the 40 driver pool. So we've got just half the pool. I might find a way to add 2 or 3 other drivers. I'll give those away in Discord for members, of course, and check back in for the MME video, and hopefully we win some money together this weekend, my friends. There's a lot going on. We've got so many sports going on. CG's been a great addition, making all sorts of pools. He's making study hubs. These study hubs are beautiful. Look on my right. That's a study hub, and it's gorgeous. They're real, and they're spectacular. So you're going to enjoy them. They're going to be for virtually all sports. So give them a look and, check it out. It's not too bad. Patreon.com/riserfall. We try to keep everything affordable and just give away the farm. We want it to be an immense value and at very affordable prices because the industry is way too overpriced just because everybody else is. So everybody else thinks they can raise their prices up because company A and B and C all have high prices, so why can't I? And then the consumers get ruined because that's the only price level or price range. And I'm here to give you a different price range with much better, or at least equivalent, edges that you'll get elsewhere. And I'm going to do it at half the price because I don't have to do it otherwise. All right, my friends. Every time I get an industry soapbox, I go off on a tangent, so I'm going to stop myself there. I appreciate you. Again, hit that sub button, hit that like button, support me. And if you want more content, more sheets, and a ton of goods inside Discord and coaching and all those things, give it a look down below, description section, a lot of links for you. And I hope y'all have a good weekend. Best of luck. I'll catch you back in that MME Fantasy Cruncher video. All right? Together, we rise or fall.